Hey, what's up mortals, Puppo here, and before we get into today's video, I'd like to thank the supporters on Patreon for their support. It means a lot. A link to the Patreon will be in the description below, as well as a link to the Discord group chat, where you can talk to me and other mortals like yourself. There's quite a few people there already, and it'd be awesome if you joined us. Today we're going to be covering If Deku Had a Regen Quirk Part 6. Immediately, they are rushed by a bunch of teams, extras as Bakugo would call them. With ease, they manage to fend off teams as well as taking points from them, balancing both offense and defense. Izuku was put at the back for a reason, and that reason is to defend from anything that Bakugo can't manage to defend from. Monoma and his team rush at Team Bakugo, expecting that they wouldn't notice, but of course, they are horribly wrong. Izuku turns around and punches Monoma in the chest, causing him to fling off of his teammates and go flying far off. Monoma panics, trying to copy any quirk that could help him out, but no quirk could get him back to his team in time as he hits the back out of the tournament. Izuku looks at his broken arm, knowing that he can't do this anymore. It'll cause him too much loss, but after seeing the other three give it their all, he can't seem like a wimp. Shoji runs at Bakugo, and Uraka comments that he can't have one person on a team. That's when suddenly a tongue comes flying out, going straight to Bakugo, taking him off guard. He can't defend from this, and simply watches until someone blocks it. Kirishima uppercuts the air, hitting Sue's tongue and sending it off target as Shoji continues rushing at them. Then, as the tongue recoils, a shadow beast emerges from within and charges at Bakugo, going for the headband when Bakugo flies over the attack. Everyone is confused as they see Uraka holding her hands together. Then Bakugo starts blasting at Tokoyami's best pal, causing it to become weaker and weaker from the light. "Finish it, Izuku!" Bakugo yells as Izuku grabs Dark Shadow with his good hand, crawling over to inside Shoji's arm, and grabbing their headbands. Before Sue attacks him, Izuku slides down the recoiling Dark Shadow, landing back with his team. This is exactly what they needed. To get all the points proves that they are here and are the best heroes. That's when they spot an opponent who may cause a problem to them. This is their one obstacle to overcome. With his team gliding on ice, Todoroki rushes towards them to try and get the 10 million headband. Uraka asks if they should run, but Kirishima tells her that wouldn't be very manly. Izuku knows that they might lose here to them and assumes Bakugo will give an order. Just like always, he'll shout after them. That's when Bakugo turns to Izuku with a look that astutely asks him what they should do. For once, Izuku calls the shots as his face becomes determined yet again. Full body is out of the picture, but he'll have to manage. "Everyone, hold your ground," Izuku says, causing Bakugo to grin as he lights up his palms with some explosions. Kirishima smashes his knuckles together, grinning. Uraka is a bit uneasy about this, but feels pumped up by Izuku yet again. They all prepare for the worst. Kaminari gets close enough and uses an electric attack at them, which Kirishima tanks, feeling somewhat damaged, but running through the pain. They go close for the band, but Uraka does a quick float to avoid danger by evading to the side. This makes her gag, and she says she can't do too many more of them. Ida starts rushing at them, and Bakugo unleashes a huge explosion at him, but Yayorozu creates a shield, blocking the blast just barely. Then the team manages to get behind Bakugo, and he yells for Izuku to stop them. In a panic, his fist flows green, and Izuku says, "Detroit!" Before he can unleash his powered-up fist, Ida unleashes his reciprocal burst, shocking everyone. Izuku throws his punches and misses them as Todoroki puts his hand out, grabbing for the 10 million and starting to flee. Izuku is lucky that his punch didn't hit. His other arm has started to regenerate and gain some color, but the punches he can throw with it will do little to nothing, even with one for all. Bakugo immediately yells after them, and they all start running. Todoroki keeps using ice to create walls behind him and to try and hold off the angry team. Kirishima and Bakugo keep destroying the walls, but the time it takes to do that gives them enough leeway to escape. This won't work. Bakugo could try and blast over, but he'd probably fall and not be able to get back. There's only one person who can get over it. Uraka, make my finger anti-gravity. Kirishima, hold up Bakugo. The whole team immediately listens to Izuku as his fingers become weightless. Izuku channels One for All in his fingers and flicks himself off the ground, creating a small crater in the ground as he rushes at Todoroki's team. Kaminari goes for a big shock, but Izuku's finger is still weightless. It's taking everything out of Uraka to do this, as she hovers Izuku enough so he can evade an electric attack. This is it. This is all or nothing, as Izuku's arm glows and he goes to punch Todoroki, but a blast of fire glazes his arm and causes him to fall backwards. He hits the ground milliseconds after the time is up. Although they didn't get enough points to be first, they still come in second, lucky enough. Izuku stands up, distraught, as Todoroki leaves angry for falling to his father's bad habits. Bakugo, Kirishima, and Uraka walk over to Izuku and tell him that he did really good, but of course Bakugo is angry. He lost to Todoroki, which Izuku can feel. Angrily, Izuku turns around and flicks some ice with One for All, sending a gust of wind into the crowd as he walks inside, Bakugo behind him. The two of them sit down in Toshinari's office. Toshinari tells Izuku that he can't get so angry if he loses, and that he is so lucky to be in second place. To be the number one hero means to smile, not to pout. Izuku apologizes as Bakugo stands up. Bakugo spouts that this wasn't rage, but pride, and that Todoroki told him he wants to fight Izuku and Izuku alone, and he just lost to him. Then Izuku stands up and confirms this. Seeing the two boys this fired up makes him smile. That they can be this passionate about something shows signs of good heroes. So he lets it slide. Everyone is stood outside looking at a screen as Ojiro forfeits as canon. Since Tokoyami isn't there, one of the Class B students takes his place. Then everyone is ready. Izuku sees the fight that he's about to go up against and knows that he must save his stamina. He'll fall unconscious again through too much One for All use, so he should try to beat this Shinso kid by hand. After all, he doesn't seem like much. Izuku steps onto the arena against Shinso, ready for battle. This kid's quirk is to somehow take over a person's mind, so just not to speak. So the moment the fight begins, Izuku runs at Shinso and he tries to mock Ojiro. He says that he is weak-minded, but Izuku doesn't care. He delivers a swift right hook to Shinso's nose, causing it to expel blood hard as the crowd screams wildly. Shinso is on the arena floor, looking up at Izuku as he tells him to get out of the arena. Of course, he would gloat. He technically answered Shinso's question from earlier and gets him in mind control. Then Shinso tells him to leave the arena, which Izuku starts to do. As he walks, he gets a vision of all the users of One for All coming to him and gives him a chance to use full body in his brain. This sends pink lights out of his eyes, ears, nose, and mouth as he falls to the floor, breathing heavily. Then he stands up, grabbing Shinso by the shirt, hitting him over and over and over, knocking him out and tossing him out of the arena. Izuku looks up, cheering as the crowd roars in excitement. The rest of the fight goes the same, except Yayorozu wins her fight. Whilst awaiting his fight, Todoroki finds Izuku and asks him what his quirk is, which Izuku says regeneration. This, however, is not what Todoroki wants, as he demands Izuku stop playing with him. He has a moveset similar to All Might, so when he beats him, it'll be for the purpose to be the number one hero and show how weak All Might is. Izuku grins as he puts a thumb out, smiling at him. He'll win this to prove to everyone that he is number one. Bakugo, meanwhile, is busy fighting Uraka, showing her more mercy as Izuku likes her. So he just flings her out of the arena. Well, Anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe as well. And as always, peace out, mortals. Bye.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining.